Across the meadow, you see the woods. You waltz inside because you could. Between eyes that glow, a house creaking and crooked. Not to be approached, but you say fuck it. With toes that tippy and a nose that drips, you shimmy towards without a pause. And once you reach that wretched place, you reach for the door and accept your fate.
I like living in a cabin in the middle of the woods. Strange woods, very, very strange.
I like living in a shoe.
In a shoe?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of shoe?
If you... Like a big
like
boot.
a Doc Martin?
Like I always thought it's quite nice. Yeah, like a big Doc Martin. You know the story about the old lady who lives in a shoe and she doesn't know what to do?
Did the little old lady fucking piss on the Doc Martin to soften the leather?
Right, that is a well practiced practice of pissing on boots in order to soften them. It's called the sweet pea method. It's very good. You put your shoes in the bath, you have a little wee, and it's great. It's not that weird.
To piss on the shoes.
Wait, have you never done this?
No, I've never done it. But, right. Oh, yeah,
Are you
just
trolling
explain
or
it,
have you
baby.
non-ironically
No,
explain it.
Explain it.
That's not a joke. Right. I grew up in a little place called Shoe Town, right? Where everybody wears leather shoes, leather boots, right? That's where Dr. Martens comes from. And I grew up, you get a new pair of shoes or a new pair of boots. First thing you do, you put them in the bath and you wee on them. And then you let them dry outside and then you wear them.
And it softens.
And that's how you soften the leather. It's the urea in your urine, yeah. And I didn't realise that it was weird until I moved away.
So when you piss in the bath, like, because you're going to get piss on your feet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a very messy process. Isn't there a more convenient way of softening leather on boots?
I suppose you could piss into some kind of bottle or spray device.
But does it need to be urine?
Apply the piss to your boots. Yes, because it's got urea in it. Unless you've got a cheaper way.
There must be something else with urea. I know urea sounds like urine, but what is the composite? What is urea?
It comes from your kidneys, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain that it's what your kidneys
I'm Googling
make.
it. We're going to find out so I can find convenient ways to soften my boots.
It's not about the kidneys. It's about the leather.
So urea is you can only get urea in fucking dead. Can you not just get your dog to piss on it or something?
Would you rather have dog piss shoes or your own piss shoes? Because I know I'd rather have my own.
I just don't want to
piss
have to piss on any fucking pair of shoes, man.
Okay, so...
But they're your own shoes.
After I've consulted the orb and the greater knowledge of the wider beings, you can buy it in like crystalline powder form. It doesn't necessarily come as a liquid, so I think it might be the only way.
You dilute.
You have to piss in it to activate it.
I thought it was normal. Yeah. I thought it was normal until I grew up and I moved away from Shoe Town, and I got a new pair of shoes, and I was like, oh, sucks. I just bought a new pair of boots, but I don't have a bath in my flat. I've only got a shower. And everyone was like, why do you need a bath instead of a shower? And I was like, oh, because I've got new shoes.
Yeah, but...
And everyone was like,
you should still be able to do it in the shower.
You need to soak them in the piss. I don't understand. What difference does a bath and a shower make as long as you've got a place to scoot on over and...
Are you filling a bath with piss?
It's just a little bit less room.
How much do you piss?
It's just a bit less room, isn't it, in a shower? It was quite a pokey little shower.
Well, you're going to get piss on your feet anyway.
But I'd never done it in a shower. I know, but I'd never done it in a shower before. I'd always done it in a bath, so it was fine. I did do it in the shower anyway.
Like, they'll be like, oh, this is the bathroom. Oh, okay, very nice. Oh, yeah. The shower's a bit small for pissing in.
Yeah, She carries her boots and she puts her boots down. She steps back and she goes, I don't know if it's the right fit.
I just climb in and start squatting.
What's the splash zone radius of this bathroom receptacle? Welcome to CultCast Beyond the Realm. I'm joined by Bibi and Carter Fish. Woo! We've got a light cabin today. Sick of the racket, sick of the noise. I said no more. Be gone. Go do some tasks, errands, and quests. I do not wish to see you. We've been gone a while because we've been busy with things. And I'll leave it at that. The less said, the better. We have to keep our secrets sometimes. We may sometimes expose ourselves a little too much. Pissing on footwear, you know. Or the rest of it, I don't even know. What other things have we kind of exposed ourselves? How else have we exposed ourselves?
You've been very exposed this week, I heard.
How was I exposed this week?
You were exposed to some extremely peculiar personalities.
I had an anti-vaxxer come into my shop, which I am the manager. There's only ever me there. And she came in with a Nuremberg 2.0 placard. It was a double-sided chalkboard. It's a double-sided chalkboard, so she could edit the details on the move.
Wow.
The front side said Nuremberg 2.0, and the reverse side, what was some of the shit on the reverse side, Bibs? I can't remember. Yeah, it was like particular individuals that are tied to...
It was citations, it was like footnotes, wasn't
vaccines
it?
being horseshit. But she was fucking crazy. And I wasn't wearing my mask. This is how I was able to infiltrate her brain within seconds. That's all I had to do. Because I didn't realize what was going on until I was already involved with it. But this woman was coming out with all sorts of crazy shit. She was like...
So has she just walked into the store?
She's walked into the store. She's buying something for someone else. Buying something for someone else. And because I wasn't wearing a mask, she identified me as an anti-vaxxer ally. So I was blown away. Like I was doing a customer service shit. I gave her a little, I sold her something for £4. Fuck it. But then she started coming out with all this fucking. It's just like, I'm so glad you're not wearing your mask. You know, I got kicked out of my job recently because of shit to do with all of this. I can't really remember exactly why she lost the mask. I had to pull my kids out of school, and I'm going crazy. I think I've got PTSD. I've got all this stuff's going on. And then she started talking about satanic rituals going on in tunnels underground. She was saying they're gonna add the letter P to the LGBT plus alphabet. And the P was gonna stand for paedophile. I was like,
No.
She was complaining about the fluoride in the water. She dropped another big bomb. I can't remember what it was, man. There was one other really weird fucking thing that she said, but I can't remember what it was. She obviously talked about like depopulation and all that horse shit. But there was one more thing that she said that struck me as really weird. If I remember it. But anyway, I smiled through all of it. I was like, oh, really? That's really fucking interesting, yeah. And then when she was on her way out, I said, by the way, I'm double vaxxed. I got the Pfizer, man. You know that? I got the Pfizer. I got it twice, man. She was like, you fucking what? You let me say all this? It's because of people like you that the world's going to shit. And she didn't even ask for a refund or anything. She just fucking left. But I wish I could remember the last thing that she said. Oh yeah. She was saying
phones to the forehead.
Videos of people sticking fucking phones to the forehead because these idiots, these fucking believe that Bluetooth has some magnetic properties. So you get all of these fucking, I don't know, man. Listen, this isn't a political podcast at all. I'm just laughing at this woman. We're not going to talk about which side we're on. I've already made my point known. We've all been vaxxed. You heard us getting vaxxed on the podcast, man. What more do I need to say? If you hadn't, it was episode 3.
I just find it
4?
incredibly interesting that 1 minute she's clearly out with this board, like you said, this chalkboard. She's showing a message to the people. And at some point in showing her message to the people, which is her duty, she feels obligated to spread the truth. She's like, oh, I need to go buy some vape juice, actually.
It's for somebody else, man.
Yeah.
She was
disposables.
She was fucking rattled, man. And that's not even, my memory's shit. That wasn't even the half. The ones that stuck out was the P for paedophile in the LGBT alphabet and satanic rituals going on in tunnels underground. Because I was like, that's interesting. Both of those, that's a hot take. That's a hot take, man. I don't know how I feel about that. But I just smiled through it, man. I let her say it all. I was just like, oh, really, that's interesting. Because all I had to do was to infiltrate that tribe was forget to wear my mask, which I'm sorry. I'll put my hands up. I'm sorry. I did forget to wear my mask. But, she was a crazy, crazy little cunt,
That's
man.
Incredible.
That was great.
I'm so jealous that you got to experience that.
How old did she look?
I'd say mid-40s, man. Something like that.
Ooh, amidst a midlife crisis.
She's on her own.
Mid-40s, blonde, lots of like tanned gold shit, like lots of jewelry. Just an all-round awful person, really. She did, like I said, she did say she lost a job, or she had to leave a job. I don't know what that was about. This was all within a 5-minute period, so I had to take in a lot of information without shutting her down because it was too interesting. I'm just gonna let her talk, man. Fuck it. The highlight of my day. I loved every second of that, man, and I love pissing her off even more. Retail's a wild ride, man.
People like that.
Yeah.
I used to live next to a guy who told me that he could get me some hairy prunes, like prunes from Afghanistan, and they would kill my diabetes.
Sorry, what, hairy
and
prunes?
He was always going on about from Afghanistan.
Hairy prunes
that would kill my diabetes.
Is that his wordage?
And he used to talk about putting aborted fetuses in Pepsi and stuff like that, and Pizzagate. He was really into that shit.
I love those people, man. And I know a few people.
God bless them.
Yeah. And I'm friends with a lot of people that are on the other side of the fence as well. That I don't mean any ill will. I'll listen to your inane horse shit because it's interesting to me.
But they're psychotic.
When I was 18, man, and I discovered conspiracies on the internet, I used to walk around. I used to go to college day after, like, just looking at the sky like everything's a fucking lie. Everything's a fucking lie, and I'm the only one that knows the truth. I'm the only one that knows the truth because I've been watching shit on fucking...
all these sheeple.
Yeah, all these sheeple, exactly. I'm woke as fuck, man. I took the red pill last night in the fucking cover of darkness. You do not know you do not know the darknesses that are occurring in this world at this very moment. Fucking reptilians, man. What's going on there? The Twin Towers, man. What's going on there?
Yeah.
The Hollywood paedophile ring, man. Wait, that's not a conspiracy.
Well, that's not a conspiracy. That's just out and out.
MK Ultra. Oh wait.
MK Ultra's a good one. I like MK Ultra.
Ultra's fucking interesting.
With the Lady Gaga lightning bolt like fucking logo and stuff like that. I had a great time. And I listen, because some people would be like, what the fuck are you on about? Lady Gaga, MK Ultra. I'd love to go into it, but I'd skimp on the details. It would be nice to talk about conspiracies at some point.
Dive.
Maybe we'll for one of the episodes we'll go away. We'll all research an interesting conspiracy. And we'll discuss it. Because if there's one thing we don't do in this cabin, it's prep. We don't sometimes we have a few pointers, but for the most part, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit, man.
We're busy.
Do you have a favourite conspiracy theory?
Quests and tasks.
A favourite conspiracy theory is quite difficult.
Avril Lavigne.
Ooh, that is a good conspiracy theory.
What the ones where they say that celebrities have died and been replaced by clones, like Avril Lavigne and Melissa.
Melissa?
Avril Lavigne died and they replaced her with Melissa. That's what they call her.
Really?
I think she's called Melissa. She's a clone.
Why Avril Lavigne? To be fair, no. I saw a TikTok the other day, man. It's Avril Lavigne on a shitty little half pipe, and she goes, "He was a skater boy, see you later, boy." And then it's Tony fucking
That's
Hot.
a banger. Don't be disrespectful.
But she doesn't look like she's aged a day. She don't look like she's aged a fucking second, man. So I might dial into that conspiracy theory, man. Because when did she release that? There
you go.
Pop punk fucking...
Like 2001 was her first album.
She doesn't look like she's aged a fucking minute, man. So I mean, she must be in like her 40s, right?
No, she's like late. I think she's like mid-late 30s now.
Is she?
Right now. I mean, I'm going to consult the orb right now. She
I like
is
Miss Levine, man.
36.
She was married to Chad.
36.
There you go. See?
Oh.
She's amazing. Don't talk shit about her.
I wasn't talking shit about her. You're getting defensive because you think I'm going to say something bad about a woman.
She's been...
Yeah, I am.
Bibi, you're my favourite POC, you know that. And I am a POC.
Oh, you're such a good ally. Am I your favourite gay?
You're my favourite person of colour, and I am my favourite person of colouring books. That's what it's going to be from now on.
Avril Lavigne got married to the lead singer of Nickelback.
Really?
Yeah, Chad Kroeger. Yeah, absolutely. She was also with the short, excuse me, but he is very short and very fat guy from Sum 41, the really ugly one. I can't remember his name.
He's called Derek Whibley.
Chester. Derek, that's it.
Derek.
They were married, weren't they?
Yep, they were married for a very short amount of time, 4 years.
That man looks crazy. Like actually crazy, and I love it.
He's very short, isn't he?
On a night out. Yeah, he's got the craziest face. I'm obsessed with him. So much so that I couldn't even remember his name. But yeah, I'll defend Avril Lavigne. I think she's brilliant. I always like those pictures of celebrities when they do meet and greets.
Who's going after her?
The corporate entities, Moose. The money-making machines, brother.
Oh, she's safe. She should be safe. She's safe with us. If she wants,
She's safe.
She wants to come to the cabin.
Okay.
Chill out.
Yeah. If you need refuge, Avril, we're here.
I know you're out there.
We've got a spare sack you can have.
Melissa,
It's all right.
either or, man. It'd be great to meet you and shake your hand.
We'll have a good time.
Do you remember the conspiracies that Tupac and Biggie were alive?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish that were true, though. I low-key used to believe that when I was younger.
Machiavellian.
Just because I really wanted Tupac to not be dead.
That was a good little rumor, and I can't say that I didn't buy into it at some point, because at some point you just fucking believe anything, really. And there's a point in everyone's lives where they're ultra gullible and susceptible to horse shit. But some people get past it, some people
I'm not sure
don't.
if that's true.
You don't think it's true?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's true?
No, I don't think everybody's got as a ultra susceptible stage. I think. Oh, maybe I think you're right.
I think
maybe
in your
everybody
teen
does have
years,
one at some point, but
because you don't when you're a teenager, you're still a fucking infant, really. You're just learning to.
I think it's an internet thing.
Yeah.
I think it's an internet thing. I think the earlier you're exposed to the internet, the earlier you go through that phase. So I think for like the middle-aged women, like the old white lady who came into your shop and was crazy, like if they don't start using the internet until they're like 40, then maybe they just go through that stage a lot later than a lot of people.
I think it's occurring more.
They haven't learned how to critically sort information yet. So she'll see some documentary on YouTube and like process it the same way that you would Louis Theroux and just think that it's all real, because why would someone make it if it's not real?
I had a friend, and like he was like we were best friends for years, and I used to bring him to like some of my family parties and stuff like that, like if we had a barbecue or anything. I can guarantee you, every single time I brought him to one of these, he is 100% tried to start a conversation about the Twin Towers being an inside job. And this is a guy of my age. Like, this is a guy who's been on the internet for a long time, and it's not that he's not only is he convinced, he's convinced he needs to make sure other people are too.
The Twin Towers is an interesting one.
Do you not think it was, though?
Well, this is the thing, because I gave up. There was a point. Now, at the stage I'm at, I just shrug my shoulders, because even if it was fucking true, what can I do?
We'll never know.
So the Twin Towers,
exactly.
I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out on a limb on the fucking podcast and be like, definitely an inside job, man. My instincts at one point were like, yeah, I mean, but then I'm like, but what about? Because like I say, when I was 18, I was like, yep. Larry Silverstein even showed the fucking building on the day before, man. Made sure that shit was heavily fucking, the way the buildings fell, man. Very sus, I have to say.
Controlled.
Very sus.
Now I'm just like, it's not like, well, no, I don't care. If it was, it was. If it wasn't, it wasn't.
Because you'll never know for sure.
So I'll never know.
I feel
and it's
like
fine. Like,
it's hard to say.
With a lot of conspiracy theories, they'll very much pick on one detail and be like, this is irrefutable proof that it happened. Like, no, you can question that as well. Like, no. The fact that this coincidence happened, solid. There's no going back.
What about the passports?
Legit.
The passports were completely undamaged.
I got one of my friends being like, well, if you look at it, why did all the Jewish workers take that day off? And I'm like, what the fuck are you on about?
All the Jewish workers.
I don't know. Did you got records?
There's a lot of racism and anti-Semitism wrapped up in a lot of these conspiracy theories,
so
and I think that's where it gets a bit sticky. That's where it gets a little bit sticky.
Yeah, I start
with the internet.
I've got a lot of
like,
books about 9/11.
I'm scared of fucking, because I say toxic shit accidentally, but I don't mean to. I'm the enemy on Twitter as a cis white male. I have to duck for cover. If I go on Twitter, I have to dash, I have to jump over.
The one place in the world.
Fucking duck. Oh shit.
The one place.
They won't stop firing at me.
Where it's in China.
Twitter is the Middle East for white people.
It's because you're literally the worst.
I haven't done anything.
Irrefutably the worst.
Fuck off.
It's not that you haven't done
Bibi.
anything. Your ancestors have done enough to make it your fault.
Because Bibi can sit there. Bibi is gay, disabled, and a woman. She's got the whole bingo card filled out, man. She can say anything.
Yes.
She can say anything, and I have to sit opposite her,
bulletproof,
in the cabin, and be like, "Can I say that? Can I say this?" And if I say the wrong thing, she gets her crossbow out and I points it at my forehead. So I try to be very considerate. I try not to do many offensive jokes anymore. I just
jab you in the balls with a pool cue.
That's it. Bibi is personified diplomatic immunity. Look at her. She's untouchable. No one can do it.
Yeah, 100.
It's all friendly, by the way, guys. This
is why we attack her so much.
rustling jimmies. Exactly, because she's got
just rustling. You
complete impunity. Right, let's stop talking
Moose
about.
is just a bigot.
I'm a fucking bigot. I'm a sexist. I'm a homophobe.
We'll unpack this another time.
I'm a racist.
Racist.
I'm a, what else am I?
Anti-Semite.
Anti-Semite. Fucking hate those Jews, man.
Transphobe.
Transphobic. Robophobic. I call Alexa a bitch every day. Aerobic. I'm aerobic.
Acrobatics. I do it all. Gymnast.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah. Hey, aha. All right, let's stop talking because someone's gonna believe that I'm a horrible person.
Just say what it is, Moose.
Aha,
your
Moose is
true form. You're an incel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm on the brain cell subreddit
Moose and incel.
regularly.
Rob just discovered incels. He was talking about watching Elliot Rodger videos the other day, and he'd never seen them before.
Who's Elliot Rodgers?
And he was like, I saw this video. Okay, doesn't matter then.
I made an account. I made an account on an incel forum once, and my username was Little Dick Man, and I infiltrated. I infiltrated the incels for a bit, just for a laugh. There's some funny motherfuckers, man. They do not enjoy life. But the reason I'm able to derive like Schadenfreude out of it is because they're awful people. So I infiltrated and I'd be like, shit, man.
Deserve your scorn.
I'd just be like, I make topics like my dick is so little that even if I could fucking pull a woman, she'd just laugh at me anyway. And get loads of people like, yeah, man, me too, man. That was great. I can't remember what forum that was on.
From the intelligent angle, that you say, no, I didn't understand the group of people, so I infiltrated them and went to research.
Yeah, pretty much. I understood what the pitch was.
You did a Louis Theroux.
Yeah, I think I did a bit of it.
I literally remember, because it was when we got back in touch when we started playing World of Warcraft again. And I was like, Moose, what have you been up to, man? You just been like, I joined a lot of incel discords. And I was like, what? He was like, no,
amazing.
I'm just trolling them. I'm just in all these discords.
I just used to infiltrate weird subsections of the internet, man. Like, I haven't got the energy for it anymore. But sometimes I just find it fucking, I don't know.
How long did it take them to figure it out?
They never figured it out.
You're still in there.
What do you mean?
Still posted today.
No. It was like one forum and maybe I dropped into a Discord once.
Welcome aboard Moose's Incel Safari. Please keep your hands in the car at all times.
I can't remember what the forum was. I think I went on that forum because they attacked another weird subsection of the internet. Like they tried to infiltrate another weird subculture that I was pondering around at the same time. So I was like, right, I'll hop over there and see what they're up to. What powers them? What empowers them to make them attack other people? Just everybody. For a while, I just not hung around, but I just communicate with awful people to try and
Circulated.
Yeah, just to see how they.
See what happens.
Yeah, how they tick and stuff like that.
Toes in.
Yeah, and that was interesting, but I've got no energy for that anymore.
What were you finding on incels then?
Incel Safari.
They're just awful, angry people, man, that don't do themselves any favors. They have like a scoring system for what an attractive, because this 99%, I'm guessing there might be a few like female incels, but for the most part, incels like a dude thing. So they'd have a point system for what makes a perfect like male in terms of being attractive and stuff like that. And it'd be like jawline, hairline, brow. They'd really break it down to like a physiological level in terms of what you need to what encompasses the ideal male. It'd be like bone structure, posture, like I've said, fucking teeth, probably, eye color. They'd have like a weird little grading system in which they were able to summarize the prime chat, if you will. And also, because the female equivalent of a Chad is called a Cindy, I think. I think it's a Cindy. Yeah, I think that's the female equivalent. It might be a Cindy. I'm pretty sure it begins with C.
Right.
Wildlife investigator Moose here reporting in. I'd just like to add a quick correction. It's actually a Stacy, not a Cindy. It's a Stacy, not a Cindy. I thought you would like to know. This is Moosecake signing off.
So they've got stuff as well, but they don't like seeing these because they think they're superficial, and ultimately they're not going to fuck any models. So they just demonize really attractive, well-off women. That's the enemy, and they demonize men as well, like attractive men. So they don't have to put in any effort, man, because he has a specific bone structure, and he's got all this, and he's got all that. So yeah, that was my incel safari, which I conducted for probably around a month on and off, just dropping in.
Did you feel better about yourself after?
No, I'm hollow. I don't. What do you mean?
Nothing makes him feel good.
I wasn't there.
He wasn't looking for joy.
Yeah, I wasn't there for a personal epiphany. I wasn't there to save anyone. I was literally just there to observe. It was a safari. It was a fucking safari for me.
A safari, that's the best way to think about it, I reckon.
It was. Just like with my binoculars out. Just like, right, what's going on here then? It's just interesting to me, especially on the internet, because it's only since the dawn of the internet that certain patterns of thought have been kind of acknowledged and accepted in certain corners of the internet. Because the internet's like a fucking world. It's a part of us now. Like, I talk about transhumanism and all the rest of it. That's a subject for another time. But in terms of like subcultures being able to find their links all over the fucking world, now you can just hide anywhere. You can hide in any corner of the internet where people will agree with your perspective, which is interesting to me. Really interesting.
Weird
to me.
Parasocial culture, isn't it?
Parasocial is probably the right word but I didn't build any relationships. I have to double down on that. I'd go back and forth with a couple regulars, but I'd never, do you want to play do you want to come play some Fortnite with me, man? That'd be great, me and you. If we hear a female voice on the comms, we can fucking light her up. It'd be great, man. What are you doing? Playing video games? Can't play. Fuck off. Go back to the kitchen. Yeah. That was Moose's Incel Safari.
Moose's Incel Safari.
Bibi, have you ever had an experience of an incel?
Of real life incels?
Either real life or online. Like, if you just experienced one or had to deal with one.
No, actually, not really.
I think it'd be hard.
I'm very careful. I'm very careful on the internet. Yeah. I try not to find myself in the kind of places where I'm going to get accosted by incels. I'll be quite honest.
Well, you have to. The thing is, I don't think you can.
Enough presence.
You can't point out an incel straight away because the misogyny comes first. So you could regard him as a misogynist. There's plenty of misogynists with fucking in relationships.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Unfortunately, so the misogyny comes first. The incel is brooding. Like that's the maelstrom within that won't really go into the because they don't know how to communicate with women. That's the number one thing. Like they don't know. They got no faith in themselves, which I feel sorry for them on that aspect. Well, fuck them. Do something. Stop being hateful.
Do something about it.
Get out of your fucking basement. Do something about it, man. So I don't feel sorry.
It's not women's fault that no one wants to fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not my fault. I'm sorry.
Just fucking, cut your hair, brush your teeth, get an escort. Fuck it. No one's going to judge you for that.
Live your life.
Build your confidence. You deserve it.
You deserve it, man. Get laid. Fuck it. You can pay to get laid. It's a wonderful world, man. If you really need it, there's no
land of the free.
No point brooding. You can pay a woman to like you. Home of the brave, land of the free. Yeehaw!
Speaking of land of the free, it is the 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. We don't have any Americans in here. But happy 4th of July. We're recording this on the 4th of July, and it probably won't come out until later on.
We're
happy 3rd of October.
We're celebrating along with you right now. Haha.
We're celebrating the loss. That's right.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your fireworks and your banquet.
Don't forget to pour the tea in the ocean.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that a thing?
That was a thing.
Oh, that was a monkey. Did you hear that?
I heard. No, that was a bird. That was a bird.
It's a squeaky bird.
Whip, whip, whip. There he goes.
I like birds. If we had to start a circus with the three of us, what would you want to do? What role would you take on as part of the circus?
I'm an egomaniac, man. I want to be the ringleader. I want to be the ringmaster.
Yeah, I figured you'd want to be the ringleader.
I'm an egomaniac.
Yeah.
I was just going to try and be the person that just organises things so I don't have to do anything.
But I teach myself.
So I guess I'll think of something.
I want to be like an illusionist ringmaster though. So I'd be doing some trippy shit, and I'd be on strings and I'd be flying around. I'd be like, "Welcome to the wonderful Emporium." And then
like David Blaine.
Yeah, kind of like David, but more charisma than David Blaine because David Blaine's a fucking toothbrush. He's got no personality.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's just a piece of wood. It's like, do you want to see me fucking sit in an ice cube? All right, I guess.
Hello there, my children. Would you like to come and talk to the priest now?
I would like a word with you, Father. What you always gave me the right advice, even since I was a little boy. I don't even know how you're still alive.
Well, now,
What are you,
son,
106, 269 or something? Are you a vampire, huh? You vampire, huh?
If I was a vampire,
Father, you tell
son,
me if you were a vampire, huh?
I'm not no vampire, no.
Oh, man, I'm reassured. Go on, say whatever you're going to say about God.
Now, God, He said in Isaiah 5:06, now, if you do not have an apple, God will give you apple.
For free?
Take your goddamn dick out of the pig.
Hey, now, I didn't do nothing or nothing. What do you mean? Nobody's ever given me shit for free in my life. So you're gonna tell me that God's gonna give me an apple and I don't have to do shit?
If you treat
That doesn't
yourself,
occur to me like a possibility.
Now, come on now, Charlie. Now, come on. We've known each other for a long time now. Come on now.
Do you know how many kids I got?
15 now.
Do you know how many kids I got?
15?
15, that's right. I got 15 kids.
Now,
Are you telling me that God's gonna give me my bitch wife and my 15 ugly kids an apple each? That's like a whole tree. He gonna grow that? Is he gonna grow that tree for my fucking ugly kids?
As far as I remember, Charlie, you have lots of viable land and plots of land to plant that apple. They have that apple planted by God.
The trash man comes to our house bi-monthly. That's once every 2 months. We got nothing but trash. We got 400 acres of trash. Tricycles, bicycles, icicles, Funko Pops, you name trash, we got it. It's in a big old fucking pile. Far as the eye can see, Father, I don't see any land for me to grow an apple tree. You told me he's gonna give me a fucking apple, Father. I expect an apple tomorrow, or it's your fucking ass. I know where you live. If I don't have 17
Charlie, calm
apples.
down now, Charlie. Charlie, calm down now. Calm down.
I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry. It's been a
God ain't
stressful
gonna-
week.
Come here now. Come to me. Come. Let me put my hand on your shoulder. What happened?
Kiss my forehead, just how I like it, Father, please. Thank you. I feel Jesus returning already.
Now,
I feel sanctified as a motherfucker.
say it with me now. Say it with me.
I'll say it.
Say it. You're a sinner.
I'm a sinner. You're a sinner.
No, you say.
Am I saying what you're
Say you abandoned your child.
I abandoned my child. No,
Scream it now. Scream it.
I abandoned my child.
Come on now. Come on now.
I don't believe it, but you told me to say it, so I'm saying it.
Say it again. Say it again.
I abandoned my child.
You're a sinner.
I abandoned my child.
Say you're a sinner.
I'm a worthless piece of ass.
I'll
I should
fuck it.
sell myself. I should sell my flesh.
I'll fuck a pig. Say it now.
I don't deserve to be in this 300-pound vessel. Take me away. Block me behind those pearly gates.
I feel the Holy Spirit coursing through your veins now, Charlie.
I feel holy as a bitch.
Bring me the water. Bring me the water, Pastor Boy. Come over here. Bring me the water.
Holy water. I want to be
Come on now.
like our troops. Like our troops were waterboarding in the...
I feel it coming. I feel it preaching. Clean by these sins. Cleanse your sins away from your body. Bring me another bucket now.
You've got a nicer fellow than me, I think.
It's not anymore. It's missing a fucking...
Sorry.
Missing my fuel cap.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I got
babes.
sucked into the 7th floor of the hell dimension momentarily.
Did
What's it
you?
like?
Hot. He wanted a word. He wanted
What does
a
it smell
word.
like?
What did you say that was out of line this time?
I don't know, but I went down, then he wanted to have a word. The big he, the big H-E.
Oh, okay.
The big H-E double L, man. He wanted a word.
Are we being cancelled?
He said, you know, in Friends, where Ross does that thing for the episode where once people settle down, so he gets his hands and he goes, I'm doing I'm gesticulating
Like
on a podcast.
like a clawing gesture, isn't
It's
it?
like,
It's like a
he
claw
raises his
gesture.
hands and he's like, he just
I hate
push
that.
it down. That's what HELL did. Crooked Man was
Right.
there. He was smoking a big pipe. And, and I swear I heard his knees squeaking Morse code, telling me to run. So I did.
Knees.
So we have to keep it down apparently because he's a bit annoyed.
We're causing a
I mean,
disturbance.
it makes sense. There's been a lot of shit, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Did you make any deals with him while you were down there? I heard whenever you're down in the rings of hell, they're always trying to strike a bargain. Some kind of deal. I went down and he was like, "Oh, trade me a soul and I'll give you these gold flip flops."
Gold flips up.
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm all right, you know." And he's like, "Please, mate, come on, come on, just make a deal with me, man. Give me a soul."
I've got
What is
a
this
white
shit?
blanket.
I've got a weird relationship with the folks downstairs, man. They're all bureaucrats ultimately. I haven't really pleaded or bargained. I occasionally just get summoned down there. There's a chance that I might have already sold. I don't know, because I got a shit memory. But I sometimes am conscious of the fact that I shouldn't be here. Like I don't seem to make sense. And this weird fucking cabin doesn't really play by the rule book in terms of what I came to know and expect from my home world. There's many strange happenings, so I've just kind of go with it for now. But I feel like the bell tolled a couple times for me, but maybe I'm just here to be hateful and toxic on the surface world, to inspire more violence in the world. So then he gets more staff downstairs because it needs more people in the postal receptacle room. They get a lot of posts.
Do filing. That's very that's very Kafkaesque.
A lot of people write to
Hell's just one big filing cabinet.
double hockey sticks. He gets a lot of mail, man. You'd think Santa gets the majority of the
Fan
mail,
mail.
but Santa doesn't exist, so I don't know where his mail goes, man. God, I don't know. Fucking Santa doesn't exist. God exists. Santa, come on now.
Who knows?
You fucking stupid.
You fucking stupid, man. Like, every
word
time I go to
yourself.
church, I consume
Wake
the blood
up.
and the flesh of a deity, you know? I sing hymns about him. He's a good man. He's not bad at all, and we all need to love and respect him. I need to be good for him. Santa Claus doesn't exist, so I'm not too bothered.
Santa Claus does exist, but the problem is we're all viewing it wrong because we've all just been brainwashed since a young age. You know, it's a nice thing. Oh, give Santa some cookies and some milk, and you know, give his reindeer a carrot. That's not you being generous and being thankful for your gifts. That's protection money. That's please stay away from the house.
Exactly.
Don't come upstairs to the children.
It's insurance.
Like,
It's a racket.
Blood money.
You're bribing him. He's a criminal.
Get him a salad, man. Why are people leaving him all this fucking booze and like all sorts?
He's
Get him
got
a
high blood
fucking-
pressure.
He does, man. He's probably stressed. He's fucking fat.
Diabetes, man.
He's fucking huffing and wheezing. Oh, I have to deliver all the presents.
He's got a fucking gout because he never gets any sunshine. He's from the North Pole where it's
Yeah.
dark all the time.
Needs some vitamin D. Leave some.
Get him an orange
smokes a
juice and a
60 deck a day,
risotto.
man.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. The Jamaicans always leave blunts out for him, man. He's like, I have to.
Yeah. By the time he gets to the UK.
Can't wake up.
So it's when you see Santa in the fucking Mackey's drive-by, man, with his reindeer. So what are you doing, Santa?
Alright, man.
I'll get double cheese, man.
I've got
9
half the
hash
planet to
browns.
do, man. That's 7 billion households, man. You don't understand.
Stop it, man.
Yeah, it's difficult getting in apartments, man. They don't have a chimney to speak of. You don't have any idea how hard my job is. You know how hard it is to get into a block of flats, man, unknowingly. Without anyone noticing your
Santa
presence.
Claus and
Fucking
Tower Hamlets.
hard graft, man. I don't know why I don't spread this out over the course of the fucking year. Why did the birthday? There's no fucking birthday, man. Where's Mr. Birthday? He gets to distribute his fucking gifts fucking broadly. I have to do mine in... It's not even a full day, man. It's like 8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like 8 fucking hours.
No, it's a full day because it's night time at different times.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it is technically
True,
a whole
right.
24 hours. He just follows the sun.
You're right.
He goes anti-sunwise around the orb.
Poor man. I feel for something.
Cool Earth.
I feel for him.
We give him a hard time. But I wish they did transubstantiation for Santa.
Transubstantiation? What does that mean? That's
You know,
a good
like
word.
eating, you know, when you eat the body of Christ and it's like wafers and you drink the blood of Christ, which is wine, that's transubstantiation. So I wish that we had transubstantiation, but for Santa.
You can, man. Drink the Baileys and eat the cookies.
So it is kind of like transubstantiation, isn't it?
Because he's that fat now. He's that fat. His embodiment is cookies and Baileys.
You know,
This is the clotted blood of Santa.
Because people like cults are fucking ridiculous, man. All this and that. Like, we're all fully aware that religions are cults, but like Christians are like, you cannot practice witchcraft or wizardry or even fucking astrology, man. You can't let the moon and the stars tell you what to do. But what you are allowed to do is celebrate the resurrection of a dead guy every Sunday after the first full moon of the equinox, and then drink wine and bread as his body and blood. And also a lot of families say grace, especially in America and stuff. So you have to spit incantations before you're able to eat a meal. So
Incantations.
Incantations. You're like, thank you, God, for this blessed bounty for which we are about to receive. I fucking thank you for inventing KFC. The fucking bucket, the bargain bucket is pretty cold now, but we're all sat down as a family and we're very grateful for the things that you've done for us. That's scary. Like Christianity, I'm only using Christianity as an example. Like it gets pretty wild, but it's a bit hypocritical that Christianity doesn't want you to practice witchcraft. You know?
It's a bit crazy that
chanting.
Right, the motive of most religion is to spread the religion. It's like, it's not enough that you believe in God. Make your neighbors believe. Like, I mean, what's that story in the Bible? I can't remember which one it is or what it is, but the point is that God's angry at this town because the town's full of prostitution, gambling, drinking, and all kinds of debauchery. That's it. But all I can think of is that sounds like a fucking good night out, man. You know what I mean?
That was like a great time.
You've got to indulge,
Everyone's
man.
doing it.
You can always just get baptized on your deathbed, man. Just lower you into a fucking paddling pool, invite a priest in, and you're relinquished. You're sorted. That's in the rule book. That's allowed. That's in the rule book. If you repent, they'll give you a fucking one-up, man. You'll get an extra life.
So what's the rush, basically?
You know?
Exactly.
Take
you
your
should
time
be
with
a
it.
piece of shit and apologize later.
Exactly. Kill, rape,
Nothing
steal.
matters. Nothing matters.
Kill a baby, man. Beat its head in with a Bible. You can still be pure.
Bash it up.
Send it to its God, man.
Send it up there,
then
man.
say
It's not done
sorry.
anything. You're doing it a favour. Bash its head in and then say, fuck, I didn't mean to do that, man. I'm going to have a bath and have a priest supervise and it'll be all okay.
I'm gonna have a supervised bath. I'm gonna have a family
Supervised
bath.
bath by a man in a fucking robe.
I call it attempted murder the way they dunk you.
I mean, it's
Get
consensual.
waterboarded, yeah.
What about with Hollywood? We talked about this recently, right?
Yeah, we have
Pretty
done that.
sure.
Do you think priests came up with the idea of confession just so they can get all the gossip?
Yeah.
Because that's realistic. Like, you're looking at villages back then. You're like, oh, confess your sins to each other. But oh well, I've been shagging the farmer's wife, man. But you sworn to secrecy, so you won't tell. And he's just like,
Everyone drinks, man. Everybody likes to have a good time. Everybody likes to gossip. It's why the fucking area 52, or is it 51? Which area is it? 51 or 52? The one with an alien in it.
51.
42.
It's like, you're telling me there's a
43.
big government facility where they have aliens and all this weird technology, and that one guy in there has gone out on the fucking piss up and been like, hey man, did you know there's a fucking alien that just won't stop dancing? We've had it down there for 40 years, man, and it just will not stop dancing. Somebody's gonna fucking spill the beans at some point, man. You're gonna spill the tea and tell somebody. You can't keep secrets. You can keep some secrets, but apparently aliens are real. So, and people only cared about aliens being real for a week, and they were just like, whatever.
And then they stopped.
Nobody's talking about the fact that aliens are real.
It was inconclusive. I don't know if I'd go quite that far. I don't know if I'd go quite that far and say that they said aliens are definitely real.
Obama sat in a chair with a big smile on his face And he was like, motherfucker, but these aliens are cool, right? Like it was just whatever. So I'm like, right, if
I do
Obama's
believe in
telling
aliens. I do believe in aliens.
But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we've interpreted that information in quite exactly the same way. I think it was a lot less conclusive than that. I saw the Obama video. That was
the way they worded it. I think the way they worded it was the Pentagon won't rule out aliens being a possibility, but we're not saying that's aliens.
But aliens,
we're not saying we don't have aliens.
Aliens, as we know, like obviously within the scope of the universe, there are other life forms that exist with intelligence and sentience. 100%, right? There's no question about that. We were talking about conspiracies before, and I passed over. I probably had like an alien phase, but I glossed over everything because I was happier being ignorant. That bullshit with Twitter and the government in America and Obama sitting in a fucking stupid chair, I was like, what? That was kind of enough for me, but my brain I didn't get big like alarm bells going off in my head like, oh my God, aliens. I had a 5-second like pause. I went downstairs. I was talking to you actually, Bibi. I went downstairs to get a drink or something out of the fridge, and it was like a 5-second pause where I grabbed the door to the fridge, and I thought, fuck man, aliens. I've got to go to work tomorrow. Even though we may have been exposed to a life form that just blows away our understanding of reality, of physics and science. I still have to go to work tomorrow. That's fucking shit. And then I left it alone. That was it. I stopped caring about it after that.
You just got to carry on with your life.
That's it. Because if we do start having conversations with aliens and stuff, we start picking up technology. I'm not going to be there. Right, it's sad.
No.
So I was angry. I was like,
not important enough.
Announce the aliens when I'm dead, man, because I'm trying to fucking make content right now. And these aliens are going to take away my fucking, my glow up, man. I don't want them here.
I'm trying to do my little tasks.
Talk about
live my little life.
As much as I want aliens, I want to shake hands with a little green alien man and then go, I want to shake hands with him.
And if I can't do that, I don't want to know.
Exactly. I want a big green alien to fucking reach up and touch my forehead with an 8-inch fingertip and teach me knowledge. But that's not going to happen. Like, I wish it would, but wouldn't. Maybe I need to fucking meditate or something. Meditate more. And I can
need some mindfulness.
Have you heard of the Fermi paradox and the Great Filter?
No.
Like a fermion. Explain.
So you probably need to go read into this because again I won't do it justice, and I can read a bit off the wiki and get you like the baseline of it. But it's essentially the point of all the probabilities of, like you said, stars, planets, Earth-likes, etc. All that considered, it'd only take a certain amount of time for a specific species to get to a point of mass colonization where they're going outwards. And the point of the Great Filter is everything beforehand had its chance to get to a point, but all died out, and that's the Great Filter kind of thing.
There's a few little steps you've got to work your brain through though to get to it. So number one, the Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars, and billions of them are similar to the sun, right? It's highly likely that some of these stars will have planets that are similar to Earth. Also correct. If we assume then that the Earth is not particularly special and that intelligent life should also exist on some fraction of these Earth-like planets, some of these intelligent life forms must develop advanced technology and even interstellar travel. Interstellar travel would take a long time, but as there are many sun-like stars, and there are many that are billions of years older than ours, then there's been plenty of time for such travel to have occurred. Given all this, why have we not met or seen any trace of aliens? Where is everybody?
When was this written? Because
So if I'm...
When was that written?
When was that written?
1933.
Yeah, he's a loser.
So this isn't new.
That guy's a fucking loser.
Tell us why.
Fucking I've seen aliens, man. I saw them on YouTube 2 weeks ago.
You've seen them.
Man, you've seen
They're
them.
here.
I've seen them.
The answer's already been answered. Where is everybody? They're fucking here. They're at Area 69.
Fucking, I'm telling you, like, They're
having a dance.
Like I say, the alarm bells didn't go off, but I'm pretty sure there's some fucking business going on.
Obama says we got aliens.
Oh, if Obama says, I know he likes his fucking airstrikes, his drone strikes, But at the same time,
Yeah,
he's
he
got
loves
a
killing
fantastic
Syrian
smile,
babies.
and I'm sure he's got a very firm handshake.
And he can
So
play
who am I
basketball.
to-
That man can
and
shoot
he can
at
play
him.
basket. So who am I to say, Obama, you might be a bit. The video, it was so like confident, like motherfucking yes, man. You see these aliens? That's crazy, man. What are we gonna do with them? What are we gonna do with them? Why is Obama sat in a high school chair telling me? I'll keep talking about the chair. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You do
Yeah,
an
you're
Obama
fixated on
impression.
this
You
chair.
imitate him telling us about aliens.
There are aliens the aliens
My fellow Americans,
my fellow
we can
Americans. I'm
confirm.
sat in a chair, and there are aliens. I've seen them. They are pretty cool, and I wish I could
He's gone southern.
shake that
Southern
tiny little
Obama.
hand. Southern Obama, here he comes. Loves his drone strikes,
My
loves his
fellow
bones.
Americans. We have long pauses in all of my sentences.
Yeah, it appears that little green men have infiltrated our stratosphere. I talked to one and he went blur, 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 blur.
And then I dunked him for a free.
I just went on Twitter, man, and apparently, Nintendo's is hot off the presses, man. Waluigi is gay, everybody. Waluigi is gay.
Waluigi's gay.
Can we get let's just get our PR guys in Nintendo on the line real quick.
Hello, Reggie, are you there?
My body is ready. I love the purple Pikmin.
Reggie, what can you tell us?
While we've been thinking about this, and if you look at our past games, it's quite obvious that Waluigi, he likes boys, he likes men. We're not going to specify which Mario character he likes the most, but we're happy to announce at the end of Pride, we just missed Pride Month, but Waluigi is actually gay.
Thanks, Reggie.
That would be the best Nintendo Pride announcement. They should have done that at E3.
They should ship Luigi.
Should have announced.
Yeah. They should ship Luigi and Waluigi,
Fucking
man.
sick. They do a J.K. Rowling. Actually, Waluigi's gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any canon gay Nintendo characters? I know they try and stay away from
Now the
sexuality.
No. There's not.
They should make some.
I'm
brothers
happy
valid.
for a queer or a transgender Mario Nintendo character. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Which one of Bowser's kids do you reckon's gay?
Not with that attitude. But when Obama's in charge,
We have
We're gonna see some
had a
changes.
conversation with Nintendo, and we've decided that Toad is in fact transitioning currently.
that's what I
Right.
want. That is the gay agenda, by the way. The gay agenda is
which
to make
of
more
Bowser's
gay.
kids is actually gay?
I can't remember the name of most
Oh,
of
the Bowser
Bowser's kids.
babies. One of them's just called Bowser, isn't it?
Bowser Jr.
Bowsette, though.
Bowsette is pretty hot though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really
Lady
into that
Bowser.
shit, but Bowsette.
On the internet.
Bowsette, get it, man.
I'll make an
Bowsette, get it.
exception.
Make an exception for Bowsette. Bowsette, get it.
Full of spider webs. Okay. Yeah.
You felt a spider web,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
If you whistle up a string of spider web, you can communicate with the network.
Nice. Well, I inhaled one the other day. What does that make? I was walking through the cabin. You know when spiders make
And it
spider
makes
webs
you an
across
idiot.
the room? Oh, does it mean that I get to be Spider-Man but only at my asshole?
Yeah.
That'd suck. If you got Spider-Man powers, but the only way
That
you
would.
can make webs
Yeah.
is out your bumhole,
Because
not your wrists.
he'd have to have a little hole near his rectum. Because you could still have the costume,
Then
but he'd be swinging you asshole first. Like,
Would I have to have Spider-Man chaps? Is that what I'd have to have? Crotchless Spider-Man.
spider
yeah,
chaps.
assless spider
Those
chaps.
spider chaps.
Assless spider chaps. This is the thing that you've seen it in movies and stuff where sometimes a bad guy will grab his web and start swinging him around. Now imagine you swinging around by your asshole, man.
Yes, I'd be fucked.
Actually, spider asshole was pretty fun.
Spider chaps is great.
Yeah, spider asshole, man. You get swung
I was
around by your
excited by
asshole.
that.
Spider chaps is a great conversation.
I think that's nice.
It's a great conversation.
If that's what I get out of swallowing
If you could
spider webs, then
teleport-
I'm happy.
Baby,
Yeah?
if you could teleport, but every time you did it, it cost you a year of your life, would you teleport?
Yes, 100%.
How would you
I'm
use
on
it?
a boring trajectory at the moment with my life. If I get to shorten it and make it more interesting, that's a
Wow.
win-win.
What's the first thing you do with teleportation?
Go to Bora Bora and shake hands with an orangutan. I've thought about this.
That's pretty good. You don't like orangutans, though.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I think that's why I want to shake hands with one. I saw one at Monkey World, and it looked into my soul.
All right, mate,
you haven't seen their eyes. I'll take you to the zoo. We'll see an orangutan, and you'll see what I mean. You'll see them. They sit there, and they're eating green beans, and it's like they're on a different frame rate to the rest of humanity, like the rest of living creatures, because they move so slowly, and they just eat green beans, and they just blink, and they just look into your soul, and it makes me feel vulnerable. Something specifically.
I think they're cool.
Orangutans.
I really like chimps, apes, and otherwise, man. I think they're cool.
Have you met an orangutan? No.
I've not met one personally. I've probably seen one when I was younger. I've not seen a chimp or an ape or a monkey.
I'll take you to Monkey
for a long
World.
time, man. I don't think.
We'll see all the monkeys.
I'd love to go on Monkey World. I want to meet a fucking orangutan, man.
I'll get you meet and greet.
The zoology and stuff. I'd love to work at a zoo, but I get too emotional, man.
Same. I couldn't cope with
get
it
too
when they
emotional if something happened to
fight
them.
and hurt each other, and when the animals die.
You'd end up breaking them out, Moose. You'd end up one night like, be free! Rome, Kensington!
Wouldn't he?
If I had Kensington as a friend, though, I wouldn't. I don't know. I just want, like...
sleep in the enclosure.
Robin Williams, when he met Coco and stuff, and they had a relationship.
In Jumanji.
But I want, man. Just what No, in fucking real life, when he met this, when he met the sign language in chimp.
Oh, Nim.
Or an orangutan. No, it was Coco, right? Not Nim.
Coco.
It was called Coco, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Coco the monkey.
Talking sign language, man. She's a good girl. I want a monkey friend like that.
Coco the monkey just came up with a Coco Pops monkey, man.
Oh shit! That's it. He's gonna sue. I'm gonna teach it litigation.
Shit. It was Coco. That was it. It was Coco.
Coco
With Ks.
I'm gonna lawyer
Ks.
up with Coco. Little fucking suit to the court, man.
Coco died in 2018, by the way.
Coco dead.
I thought we were talking about
2018,
Nim.
yeah.
Pour one
Project
out
Nim.
for Coco, man. Everybody at home, pour your Monster Energy drink on the floor. God bless, man.
I think
Long may she rest in the Monkey Kingdom Paradise World Emporium Deluxe.
The thing is, though, she's smarter than all the monkeys. She's doing sign language and shit, and she's like, I'm on a different level of communication here, guys. And you're all just making noises at me.
Everybody just settle down.
She's in hell. Knowledge is a curse. Poor Coco.
Yeah, knowledge is a curse, man. Me and Bibi did a Harry Potter house quiz the other day.
Yeah,
we wanted to know where we'd get put, man. And there was one of the questions was, if you could drink a power and it'd give you something, what would you want the potion to give you? And he was like, power,
Knowledge.
wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Knowledge and glory. Glory, power, and knowledge were three of them. I can't remember what the fourth
It was
one
like praise. I think it
I
was.
didn't go
Or like
for
love.
knowledge.
It was love. No, it was love.
Yeah.
Everyone to love
love.
you.
It was love. I think I went for glory, man.
I don't
'Cause
want
I'm an
knowledge.
arsehole. But I considered the wisdom one, because the wisdom one, I think the smarter you are, the more depressed you're probably likely to be. Because you recognize shit.
Yeah.
You recognize shit more.
And the more you know, the
think if
more you
you're
realise that
stupid-
you don't know, right?
Yeah, exactly. You'd have a fucking crisis, man. So I went glory, man. And I don't even know what that
Yes.
means. Like, if I can drink even if it just makes me, because that means nothing. Drink a potion gives you glory. Like, what? Doesn't make any sense.
Glory. People start erecting statues
went
of
for
you
that.
and they
What
don't know
house
why.
did you get?
Yeah, go out in town. There's a fucking statue of me, like looking
You just
powerful.
revered.
They buffed me up as well. They buffed me up.
But no one questions
Bibi, what house did you get?
it. Gryffindor. And I was mad about
Of course
it.
you did, you goody two shoes.
I was
got
mad about it. I
Slytherin.
wanted to be Slytherin. Or I wanted to be
I
Slytherin or
actually got
Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff when I did mine.
That doesn't surprise me. You're such a
I
Hufflepuff.
thought I did one before and it was Ravenclaw. You are
Yeah, I've
such a
been
Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw.
You don't know anything about me, mate.
I'm pretty brave
You
though.
are
Yeah, no,
such a
Carter's like
Ravenclaw.
hardworking, bit basic, but hardworking, loyal.
What the
Excuse me?
fuck do you mean though? Because
Excuse
Ravenclaws
me?
aren't identified in the core plot, man. We don't. What name a successful Ravenclaw, man. Name a prominent Ravenclaw.
Successful Ravenclaw, prominent Ravenclaw
Yeah,
would
name a
be
prominent-
fucking Cho Chang. She was a Ravenclaw.
I knew you
Luna
say Cho
Lovegood
Chang, but
was
what
a
the fuck did she
Ravenclaw.
do?
Cried.
Luna
the
Lovegood.
boyfriend's
She was
dead. Boyfriend got
and she could see
pwned,
she
cried
could
about
see
it.
Gremlins, right?
Yeah, she could see
gribbling gremlins.
She could do all sorts of crazy shit. She's a legend. She was a Ravenclaw.
Right, now
so
name a prominent Hufflepuff.
Cedric
Is he a
Diggory.
Hufflepuff? I thought
Sorry,
he
it
was.
was a tournament. He was a
Alright.
Hufflepuff.
That's fair. All right, that one's a good one. I don't really know about the Ravenclaw
Okay.
selections. Kind of feel like they're just kind of peppered in there because there's a lot of big Slytherin boys. There's a lot of Slytherin boys, you know.
They're just there.
You know, we all know about
Yeah.
the good doings of Gryffindors. Gryffindors, ha! You're a Gryffindor, man. Ha ha. Ha ha. Our fucking common room's in the dungeon,
I like
man.
Harry Potter. I just hate it at the same time.
You just said to me when I finished the quiz, it's like, right, your fucking common room is in the dungeons. It's like adjacent from the dungeons and stuff, and you can see into the lake. And occasionally you see like a fucking giant squid in the lake. I'm like, what squid?
You wouldn't like that.
What squid? No, I wouldn't. But maybe if I was exposed,
You
because
hate
I've
the
got a
Sorry.
thalassophobia.
I tried to talk. I was gonna be sick.
A fucking giant. If I was
Is that
like,
what it's called?
Thalassophobia is a fear of like big, open, deep, horrible voids of water.
Right.
And my problem with, because we probably already discussed it. Two of my greatest fears are the void, which is just infinite nothingness and powerlessness, and sharks.
Yeah.
So if you combine, so thalassophobia is a fear of deep bodies of water. You put a shark in the void, man, and that's it. That's my greatest thing. If you
put a shark in space.
If you put a shark in space in a
Moose
body
is
of
done.
water, but I'm also in a plane that's crashing into the mouth of a big shark, that's pretty much my worst scenario. So let's hope I don't get sucked into a
Worst nightmare.
shark-filled void with a plane crashing,
Yeah.
because I just fucking die of fright, man.
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen.
And the shark gives you a dirty look at the same time.
Yeah.
It disrespects you. You can see it.
Imagine you've been ejected from
biggest
your rocket ship, Moose. Something's gone disastrously wrong, and like Sandra Bullock, you are floating in space.
Shit, man, I'm in
And all of a
space.
And you think, fuck, this is the end, man. This is the end. This is the life forever now. And you're in the void. Like, you got to realize at this point, anyway, what would you be thinking if you were ejected from a planet and you're thinking, well, I'm going to spend the rest of my fucking time, however long that is, floating in nothingness.
That's the
You're
worst.
going to be shit scared, right?
That's the worst. And there's a section on Final Fantasy VIII that I got stuck on. I think that's where my fear of like space comes from. There's a section in Final Fantasy VIII. I'll skip over it as an analogy because it might have been as a kid where I dialed into it, where you're in space, you get ejected into space. Squall has to find Renoa. Renoa's been possessed by the sorceress Adele, and she's not her fucking self. So she ejects herself into space, and Squall's like, right, fuck this, man, I'm going out there. At this point, there's no chance of salvation. It's just like, I have to go out there, man, because this is a love story. So he ejects himself into space, and you have to drift towards Renoa. And it's easy to do, you just have to keep her in the middle of your screen. But for some reason, I really fucked up. I just kept on fucking up, and I didn't like it one bit. I think that's probably where that comes from. But floating in space for eternity, just waiting to rot, that wouldn't be very fun. I don't think. I don't know how you could.
Would you
really...
just take off your helmet and try and end it quicker?
Probably. I'd probably take time to ponder my existence. I'd probably just float around for a bit and be like, whoa, man, this is pretty fucking wild. And then I'd think about the things that are occurring and the things that have occurred. But eventually, like I wouldn't just wait until I died. I probably would just pop off the helmet, like you said, at some point. But I'd use the opportunity, have some quiet time to myself. You don't really get that in the modern world these days. Take some time to float around.
Just during that time of pondering, you're so sure you saw something block out the sun. Only for a second, a mere shadow cast over your helmet. What could it even be? And all of a sudden it comes into focus.
Uh-oh.
The giant space shark.
Oh, and it's able to project itself, man, because it's got fins.
Exactly, it swims through space, man.
Space shark, man. Well, at that point, I'm fucked. If it locks eyes with me, it's coming towards me, I pop my helmet off immediately and just let the vacuum of space fucking cook me. Because the thing is with space, like, the sun would be, like, it's cold as fuck. You open it, if you're exposed to the sun, you get burned. If you're just not exposed to the sun, you just fucking freeze like a biscuit, like a fucking frosty biscuit, man. So I instead of letting the shark get me, I'd fucking pop the helmet off, man, and you die pretty quick. I think if you popped your helmet off in space, it'd be painful for like 4 seconds, before long seconds, but I think after that, I'm basing this off of like forgotten space knowledge that I had for this. In case this exact scenario happens, I need to be prepared. I don't think it...
90 seconds after exposure, you'll die from asphyxiation.
So you die from choking rather than other circumstances? Because I know the whole vacuum hole shit where you explode. All right. Well, I'd do that then. I'd rather do that than get consumed by a space shark, I think. But what if a little green saucer flew into the side of the shark and then they put the speakers on, even though there's no sound in space? They've worked it out, man. They've worked out the acoustics of space. They bounce it off all the surrounding planets and asteroids, man, to enter your ear pipes, and they go glop, 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 and then they fucking kill the space shark and they get taken on board the spaceship and they fucking shake me with big fingertips.
And they'll be like, Moose, we are the aliens you always draw and champed up. It's us. We've been sending these messages.
Bleep, blop, bleep, blop.
Jackbox game.
Moose, there's a fucking imposter among us. We need to find out who it is, but we got some jobs for you to do. Go fucking push the leaves out. Go push the leaves out. And then,
Do you want some worms?
if you could hand me a fistful of worm, I'll save it for later, man. I like mine crunchy, so I cover them in flour, chuck them in a deep vat of oil, and I fry those puppies up, man.
Yeah.
Give them a nice tender crunch. Good source of protein.
Crispy worms?
Crispy worms. Good source of protein, don't you know?
It'd be like crispy beef. That'd be nice.
I try, yeah, crispy beef's pretty
the same.
poggers, man.
If that was worms, you'd literally never know. 'Cause it probably tastes fine with sauce on it.
It might do. Crunchy worms would probably taste... they'd probably taste better than you'd think they would, really.
I'd eat them.
I don't think you'd mistake
Snails
it
are
for
weird.
beef, but
I'm not fussed about them.
I've not eaten snails or frogs. The French are up to some fucking crazy shit, man.
I haven't had a frog leg. I've had escargot and they're fine. Yeah.
Try to stop eating
grubs.
beef and pork, man, because I saw a video of a pig playing fetch and I was like, fuck. I can't eat that. Pig playing
Little
fetch and then she
babies.
told it to sit.
Little
She was like,
dogs.
sit. They're smarter than dogs and they carry less diseases. They just happen to taste delicious. But I'm trying to get over myself and stop eating pork and bacon. Chickens and fish, I can probably continue for a bit because they're fucking idiots.
Because chicken's got small brains.
They've just got like amygdalas. They've got no fucking... I don't even know if like pigs have a frontal lobe or anything like that. But
I don't know.
I think chickens and fish are kind of just running about. They don't really know what's going on. But pigs,
They're just
cows,
vibing. But they're vibing though. They're still having a good time.
Yeah, I know.
Default.
I'm going to try and cut out all
It's
meat.
an objectively good time.
I don't know. Probably. But I eat duck as well. I want to get a pet duck at some point. So I feel bad for eating all the creatures that I eventually want to be in my fucking weird entourage. My organic farm life entourage. I can't do that if I'm eating the gang, you know. So you know.
If you had to have a death in a cinematic experience in a movie, how would you want your death to occur? What would you want to happen?
What's the circumstance?
You know the Silent Hill movie where she gets burnt alive?
No, that's horrific, man.
Where she gets
Well,
what
that to be
alive?
me.
She gets covered in barbed wire.
She gets burnt alive in the Silent Hill movie. Yeah.
Why would you want to do
I'd have
that?
that
Sean
death.
Bean was meant to die but didn't.
The only reason that they put Sean Bean in that film is because the producers were like, there's too many fucking women in this film, man. You need to put a bloke in it. And then Sean Bean was in it for like fucking 5 minutes. But the director, I'd shout out to that director, I can't remember what he was, but he had the best intentions for that movie. Anybody that knows me knows I'm very fucking precious about Silent Hill as an IP. But he gave it a lot of love. I don't think it was a great movie. They put Pyramid Head in it because the producers were probably like, you need to put fucking Pyramid Head in it to sell. But if anybody knows anything about Silent Hill, putting Pyramid Head in there was fucking completely stupid. Yeah.
Wasn't Sean Bean
My
meant
hot
to
take,
die? Like,
it wasn't a
his character
shit
was meant
film.
to die in that film.
I swear,
no?
did he not die or did he just fucking not be in it after the first
he doesn't
5 minutes?
die, but he was meant to die.
I don't
No,
know,
when he
man.
appears at the end, he's like, "Ugh."
Oh, you're right, because Homegirl, I think she's called Rose, probably like Rose Mason in the film.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's
I thought
stuck in
something
the
like that.
fucking, she's stuck in the mist realm right at the end. I saw the film before I played the game, so I was just like, she's dead. But knowing
too.
the Silent Hill
I never
mythos, I don't think she's particularly. Oh no, she probably is. This is the thing about fucking Silent Hill. Like, it's kind of wishy-washy and whatever. But hey, hopefully
it's a good movie. It's just not Silent Hill.
Yeah, it's good. I do enjoy that movie, and like I said, I gave it a lot of love. It's got a lot of little details in there. One of the opening shots when Rose is walking through the alleyway, the way that they shoot that, like the cinematography, is almost identical to the way that Harry Mason walks into the alleyway. It's like a thin alleyway, and she walks down, and when she gets closer to the corner, because there's a little turn, the camera will pull up as if it's something trying to avoid like being spotted. And then when she passes the corner, it'll go back in. It's a very nice bit of camera work that was in the first Silent Hill game, and he replicated it to a fucking T in the movie. That shit, yes, I like that.
I remember you saying that.
It's a nice little homage. Nice little homage. You can find it on YouTube. Nobody's done a side-by-side though for some reason, which is silly. But anyway.
I need to do that.
So go on, how would you die in your cinema experience?
I want a fucking poetic, heroic death, man. I haven't seen Infinity War and stuff, but I know people get fucked up in that. And they're all heroes, so I imagine that they have one last thing that they do to give the next person that comes along, they get a better chance. So I'd want to bestow my powers onto another being and being like, you must use these powers. But because I'm already dying, if I give you these powers, the ability to make anybody shit their pants at various levels of viscosity, pressure, speed, and otherwise, you can fully manipulate shit as matter. That's your superpower. If I give this power to you, you will be the ultimate. You can make any space alien that appears in these movies shit their own spleen out, man. Thanos is over there. I need you to do this for me, for my family, for the world.
Make him shit.
Make Thanos shit his britches, man. And then all of his intergalactic army will fucking cackle. They'll go, what
I'm not fucking fighting for this guy, man. He's gonna shit in front of us.
You must go on now. Make Thanos defecate in front of all of these aliens. And then I'll go like,
does Thanos have nipples?
And I'll go, oh, and I'll turn into a big green skeleton. That's how I'd die. What about you,
Bibi? Are you going out?
She said it, man. She wants to go out.
I already said I want to get burnt alive in Silent Hill.
Burned in a cult ritual, trying to summon a fucking deity.
100%.
I like your idea.
About this.
To be fair, I think there's something quite. I don't know. I suppose it provides a sense of purpose when people go out on the whole self-sacrifice route for the betterment of others, don't they?
It's an ego. It's an ego trip, man. Like it's like because I'm still going to be responsible. Like it's because of me that Thanos shits himself, and therefore the Earth is saved. So then I get a big scene at the end, a big funeral, where everyone's boohooing, and there's a big picture of me looking really cool in my superhero outfit, but with my helmet off. There's a big picture, and everybody's like, Moose, the master manipulator of crap. He was a great teacher to us all. What a quirky superhero he was. When he discovered his powers, everybody thought he was a goon, man. What is that? Why would you fucking do that? Why did you just keep that to yourself? But he fucking saved us all, man. And I know he's looking down at us, manipulating all of our shit, making sure that we don't defecate. This is for you, man. This is for you. So it's an ego trip, really, because even though I'm dead, I still get props. I saved the universe with my powers. I just passed the man.
You crazy shit.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of an acceptance that you're gonna die, but you can probably help someone else.
Yeah, man, that's the best way to go out. I think. Go out.
No, the best way to go out is with fire.
Well, I can still be burnt. Like, maybe I turn into fire then, brown fire.
You have blood and guts.
Why would you want to be fucking torn to shreds, man? Why would you not choose a poetic death? You spun on your heels and you were like, I want to be fucking crucified as part of a cult ritual to revive a god in the most painful and horrific way possible. How is that better than a heroic lending sacrifice in which you offer your life force to save the realm? You're psychotic, man. You need some self-love in your life.
I like it. I think it's your last chance to have something like one of the worst things that can happen to a human being happen. And you get to go through it. It doesn't matter if it's horrible or unpleasant because you know it's going to be over because you're going to die. and then you get to die, and you're like, wow, that
But the
was dramatic.
fucking-
No one's ever seen
Right.
that before.
Because you're right, you die, right? And your brain gets flooded with DMT. This is what people
Yeah.
misinterpret as like a fucking afterlife. Because you have all your DMT in your brain gets dumped. And if people don't know DMT is responsible, it's the dream shit, man. It comes from your pineal gland, gives you dreams.
Dream gland.
The dream gland, bitch. So your brain gets fucking flooded with the stuff. Big cum dump, big money shot into your brain. And you have one big dream, probably the biggest dream of your life before you die. And you're telling me you want the tee off, the kickoff point to be you being fucking wrapped in barbed wire, burnt alive on a big fucking cross. You're gonna have a horrible time, man. Have a horrible time. If you die with a smile on your face,
though.
you play golf with that guy from Happy Madison, man. If you die with a smile on your face, what's his name? It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
All in the hips.
But he's
It's
in
Apollo
heaven.
Creed.
It's Apollo Creed, but his name's like Chaps or Chubbs or something, right? Can't remember.
I don't know. Fine. If I've got to have it something nice, then I'll die in my
He's
sleep
right, though, like-
after watching Pokemon Stadium, and I'll
right.
and I'll
What, in
have
the movie? This is your movie death.
my-
Phoebe.
yeah.
This is meant to
Yeah,
be
she's in the movie.
glory.
She has a sudden heart failure whilst playing Pokemon Stadium in the first act.
yeah. Yeah, I'm playing, the one where you make the Magikarp flop up and down. I'm playing that, or the one where the licky tongues eating sushi, and then I have a heart attack and just die, just pass away immediately.
Do you
and I'll
like
be so
Invincible,
happy.
Moose?
I like Invincible. I like it. I like that movie.
Yeah, do you know like how like generally towns and stuff will get destroyed and you can make the assumption that a lot of people have just died?
Yes.
Bibi's one of those people in her apartment watching Pokemon, whatever the
She
fuck
just gets
it is.
wiped out by a space laser, man. Just,
That's it. Never knew it was coming.
What, when I'm
Never
playing
knew it was
Pokemon
coming.
Stadium?
You know that the Avengers are
Exactly.
actually shit because they always show up after the fucking city's been blown up. They show up once. They're the Avengers, right? So basically they avenge. They have to wait for something
Right.
bad to happen so they can avenge it. What?
That's why they have independent movies.
What? It's
I
you
kind of
always
like
get
that.
after-
That's
you-
actually quite an
always-
interesting concept.
But it is, but millions of people have died. And they
Yeah,
fucking arrive,
yeah.
man. And then they blow up the city
Yeah.
even more.
It's not the stop atrocities.
No, exactly. They
Team-
don't stop.
team
They don't
stopping
necessarily
atrocities.
stop anything.
No,
Like,
no.
it's already happened. They just have to stop it
I
from
like
happening
that.
more.
Yeah.
Which is fine because you can't,
That's actually
something
wild.
has to happen for you to know it's happening, right? So
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Fucking just post super. You got enough of them, man. It's not just those boys. Because the Marvel Cinematic, I'm not
Just
gonna
post up.
just post up. Just get a fucking boy
Separated.
in every major city, like you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we do
Yes.
it. You've seen The Boys, right?
I've seen the boys.
That's how it kind of
Yeah,
works in The
we
Boys,
watched
isn't it? Right? Because the Deep gets
Yeah.
demoted, he gets put in like a shitty suburban area.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Got a gang everywhere.
We need to have districts of people that we can just send for the
Just have
supernatural
jurisdictions,
talent.
you know, like because the fucking X-Men exist in the same universe.
Yes.
Like they never fucking obviously fucking movie rights, IP rights. But we're talking about this logistically. There are a lot of people with superpowers, man. A lot of fucking people. Ones we don't even know
Yeah, they're
about.
10 a penny.
10 a fucking penny, man. So just post them up in all the hottest like terrorist hotspots in the world, one at a time, man. And then just fucking sort it out, man. Get your
See what
intel sorted. You've got surveillance, man. You
Yeah.
can spot these. You can spot a spaceship coming a fucking mile off, and yet they always get there late.
Yeah.
Losers. The Avengers are losers.
After the fact.
It's about that
I
time.
just forgot what I was doing. Right? Do we have an hour of content in here? Maybe.
We have an hour and 30.
Yeah, but I mean post edit after I've taken
It's
all the.
questionable.
Just
After taking
fuck
out
it, it's fine.
Moose,
How do you think we did
exposing
this freelance
himself.
format? Wait, better yet, audience at home,
three-man.
all 6 of you that I forced to watch, sending a link on WhatsApp until I see the ticks go blue. What do you think? about
Write
the
into us at
festival?
home. Send a fucking raven to tap on the window several times until we respond. Put a letter in its
Yes.
beak and tell us what you would like to see or hear, rather, in CultCast. Beyond the Realm, if you have any quirky scenarios or questions or fucking philosophical quandaries you would like us to decipher, we will do that. This has been CultCast. Beyond the Realm. My 2 hosts are Carter. Say something fucking profound.
Electric scooters are just scooters for lazy people.
Yes, man. Bibi, give us a giraffe fact.
Giraffes don't like trampolining.
Absolutely correct. Thank you for attending our quiet little discussion. We're all gonna die. See you next time. Discord.gg/the-realm. That's discord.gg/the-realm. You can join it, and we will talk to you. We'll communicate with you. Goodbye. Leave. Get out. Go on. Scurry along. That's it. Close the door.